chair, please.
Today. So white shirts with black shorts. I don't know that I've ever seen us wear those that combination before. It's weird. White helmets. Warm-up shirts? Because they just did the big entrance onto the field. They all Jim Rose on. Maybe the other team, maybe the other team has maybe they had to throw those on over it. Good evening from the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex on the grounds of the University of Tampa campus. Tonight, the Tampa Spartans play host to the North Greenville Crusaders. I'm Bruce Wozniak here to call the action for you as UT plays another home game here, and they put their 3-0 one-loss record on the line against North Greenville, who comes in at 1-3. The Spartans returning home after their only road game of the season. They defeated number 19 Florida Southern in their last outing, 13-5 over in Lakeland. That game was played this past Saturday. And on the season so far, the Spartans, wow, lots of offense. 51 goals for and only 22 goals against. So they're averaging winning approximately 17-7. North Greenville, on the other hand, lost their first 3 games of the season before posting a victory this past Saturday, 10-2, against Lincoln Memorial University to get into the win column. However, they have scored, quote-unquote, just 36 goals in their 4 games as opposed to 39 goals against, so approximately losing by 10-9. And this game here between the Spartans and the Crusaders is the 3rd all-time meeting between the two teams. The Spartans have won each of the first 2. And Tampa is starting off in this game going right to left, wearing white uniform tops with black shorts and white helmets. And for North Greenville, going left to right here in this first quarter, red shorts, red helmets, and let's call it charcoal gray on the uniform tops. Pass out in front, and a save made there. And a nice look for Jake Moshe McGraw. And the starting goaltender for North Greenville tonight, Braden Dixon. And at the other end of the field for the Spartans, it's Alexander Starr. As you see the Crusaders taking it into the Spartans' end of the field. And a chilly night for lacrosse here in West Central Florida. Dare I say unseasonable, as our game time temperature is just 53 degrees. Granted, for those of you who are watching from a North Greenville perspective, we are 11 degrees, quote-unquote, warmer than up in Tigerville, South Carolina tonight, but still a chilly evening here in Tampa as the Crusaders going to work in the offensive end of the field. And they cross the Tampa line and now send a pass back. That was Austin Zimbato with it, and going down to the field, and no whistle as Thomas Cesari went down. And so the Spartans advance it, crossing midfield on the far side, and it's played back for Jake Moshe McGraw. Personnel changes made for UT here. Stepping on is Shane Hanlon. He receives the pass and now sends it over for Luke McEnany. McEnany sends it over to the far side to Hanlon. Hanlon starts his move. Thought he had a step. Tries it again. Cuts towards the net and sends a pass in behind the net. And out in front. And a save made there on the shot taken by Jack Wood. And Jack Wood off to a tremendous start here in his freshman season for the Spartans, leading the team in points with 15. And for that matter, a team-high 8 goals, second on the team in goals with 8, and leading the team in assists with 7, as the Crusaders have the ball just on the Tampa side of midfield. And that's Derek Shealy, passed down into the corner behind the Tampa net. Now on the other side. Looking for some room to work there, Brendan Sullivan. And a flag thrown. We're going to have the first penalty of the game. And it's going to go against the Spartans. Right now the Crusaders continuing to work. And they score! Thomas Cesari put his shoulder down and fires a long shot to the far side and beats Alexander Starr. 3 minutes, 24 seconds into the game. The visitors have a 1-0 lead. And you see the replay as Cesari put his shoulder down and took the long shot that I wonder if Starr felt was going to go wide. But nonetheless, North Greenville draws first blood. And for Cesare, that is his 10th goal of the season, which is tops on the team. As we see Ross Dickerson going out there to take the draw for UT. And in the meantime, a penalty called against the Spartans. Shane Hanlon, 1 minute for slashing. And Dickerson on this draw will be opposed by Nathan Fisher of North Greenville, a sophomore from Erie, Pennsylvania. As they're waiting now for the Hanlon penalty to be put up on the scoreboard. And it's there, and so Dickerson stepping in, and correction, that's 41 and not 4. It's Brady Hope taking the face off, and Dickerson wins it. And Brady Hope runs to the sideline and is replaced by Matt Hayden. And likewise, Dickerson going off for UT as Jake Moshe McGraw steps back out in the field. Spartans with it on the far side, Christian Barodiak, and sends it to Brian Wright. Now over to Moshe McGraw. And the defense switches on him as the pass is relayed back across the field to Barodiak, and Jake Moshe McGraw is going to go off, and we'll see Luke Curran come out. Meanwhile, on the far side of the field, Barodiak sends it back to Curran, and it looks like we're also going to get Cole Whitman now stepping out on the field for UT, and that's Whitman with it. Still plenty of time, 25 seconds on the shot clock. As racing off the field goes Christian Barodiak. And now Owen Miller out there for UT receives the pass, sends it over for Curran, over to the far side. Back up top with Curran, 9 on the shot clock now. Curran takes a shot, and it looked like Braden Dixon, the goaltender, just got a piece of it, and he holds on and outlets to the far side. And now here come the Crusaders up the middle. That's Matt Hayden. Hayden with a good burst of speed, and his pass connects Colin Courtney, and a check put on him, and now a loose ball picked up by the Spartans. That's Cormac McCarthy leading the charge. Kilkowski over for Jack Wood, and his shot goes wide and out of bounds on the far side of the field. So the Spartans in transition there after the big hit, causing the turnover. And Brian Wright will put it in on the far side of the field. Wright sends it up top. Luke Curran with it. Curran to his left. And this is Kilkowski. Kilkowski had a step and now regroups and goes the other way. Kilkowski wanted to head towards the slot. Nothing there. Leaves the pass. Curran couldn't get the shot away as he turned the corner. Now puts his shoulder down. And good defense there by North Greenville. And it's turned over. And the Crusaders with a stop as they cross midfield. Colin Courtney now. And we have a broken stick on the field as it's out near midfield. And Brendan Sullivan waiting for the pass. He's not going to get it as the Crusaders carry on. And down in behind the Spartan net, the pass is missed, and it goes out. And so turned over by North Greenville. And the Spartans started out of their own end. And stepping across midfield, Matthew Beto. He gives up the pass and he heads off. And now Shane Hanlon coming out of the field, and Moshe McGraw gives it to him. Joined now by Luke McEnany, who receives the pass and sends it back for Hanlon. Hanlon being watched, and gets a step, goes by his check. Hanlon with some speed. Moshe McGraw is a good look, takes a bounce shot, scores! Jake Moshe McGraw, and you see the replay here. It started with that step right there, getting past the defender, and then a nice finish as Moshe McGraw picks up his 6th goal of the season. An unassisted goal exactly 7 minutes into this first quarter. And now we'll have the face-off. And that's Dickerson again, and a violation called against the Crusaders. So possession to UT, who has just evened the score. North Greenville had opened the scoring 3 minutes 22 seconds into the game on a goal by Thomas Cesari. And now the Spartans back to work. There's a shot and a nice save made there by Dixon, and he holds on to it. And now Dixon finds a teammate to his left, and it's sent all the way back to the other side of the field and advanced across midfield. That's Brendan Sullivan on the run. Sullivan into the corner. And now they'll send it back up top. Derek Sheely. Sheely, as Austin Zimbato joins him out there, holds on to it. And a spin move going the other way, and now does play it back to Zimbato. Sent over on the far side of the field. It's Gunnar Wilson. Wilson looking to go one-on-one against Hanlon, and now help comes over on a defensive switch by the Spartans, and there's a shot. It was weak, didn't get through, might have been deflected, and back comes UT the other way quickly on the run. That's Matthew Beto. Pass in the middle, Wood over to Kilkowski, takes a shot. That one goes wide and out of play. Possession remains with the Spartans. Back into play in the far corner, Brian Wright. Wright being watched. And opposite relay back up top. And now with it, Owen Miller to the far side and gets it back. Miller skips across the line and backs up toward the North Greenville sideline. Now tries the middle. A long shot coming high and out of bounds. Possession remains with the Spartans. 40 seconds on the shot clock still. And that's Kilkowski going to work. A couple of pivots back there. Breaks free of his check. And now he's covered again. Gives it to Curran. Luke Curran shot coming. And that one goes out of play. And possession to North Greenville. So the Crusaders work it up to their own line. Play it to the goaltender, Dixon. And Dixon, a long pass. And that'll be handled as Alexander Starr was out of the net for UT. But the Spartans setting up their offense already back down the other end of the field. And this is Cole Whitman. Whitman gets a step on the defender, sends a pass down low, and Brian Wright couldn't handle it. And it's picked up by the goaltender, Dixon. And now a flag thrown. We're going to have a penalty against the Spartans. And play stops with 4:49 left here in the first quarter. And we'll wait to see what the call is here, but this will be the second penalty of the game called against UT. And the penalty goes to Jack Wood. 1 minute for cross-checking. and the officials talking to each other from long distance on the field. Not quite ready to restart yet. And a couple of seconds had ticked off the clock, so the officials are asking to have the scoreboard reset to the full 1 minute for the Jack Wood penalty. And it is. And now the whistle to restart play as the Crusaders bring it up to the Spartans line. Sent down in the corner and in behind the UT net. Chased outside and now sent up top. Gunnar Wilson to his left. And the pass over and relayed back to Thomas Cesari. And that's Wilson again. And it's going to roll and chased down by 4 players now. And the Crusaders come out of the pack with it. Keep in mind they're a man up for 20 more seconds. As the pass connects, sent back up top. And wanting to shoot was Wilson, but couldn't. 10 seconds left on the penalty. As they try over with Zimbato. Long shot taken by Cesari, and it goes out of play. And just 1 second left on the penalty to Tampa's Jack Wood. So the Spartans return to full strength. Now it's sent back up top. North Greenville on the attack. Looking to regain the 1-goal lead. Sent it in the corner, and the shot clock expires. So a good defensive stand by the Spartans. As the goaltender Starr puts it back into play from the far corner. And now it's advanced across midfield. And now just thrown aimlessly. And the Crusaders take it away. And that was the goaltender, Braden Dixon, all the way on this side of midfield, the Tampa side. Up top now, sent over to Zimbato. Zimbato being watched there by Sam Collingwood. And now a pass in the middle, and nice job defensively as Matthew Beto prevented the shot from following through. And quickly, UT back down the other way. Wood sends it to Kilkowski. And possession awarded to the Crusaders quickly now. That's Brendan Sullivan at midfield. Sullivan pushes a pass down the side, gets it right back. 2:05 to go here in the first quarter. 1-1 tie. Sullivan being chased. And a long shot coming, hit the goalpost. And it goes out of bounds. Possession remains with North Greenville. And a fresh shot clock. And this is Austin Zimbato. Zimbato tries to turn the corner around Collingwood, and then a nice job defensively by the Spartans as Max Druitt slid over to give help. And now there's a pass that connects, and a nice save made there by Starr. Possession remains with North Greenville. Into the corner now. Behind the UT net. That's Corey Long back there. Now on the far side. Behind the net to Long. And shot coming. And Gunnar Wilson watches that one. Goes out of play. And 1 minute left in the first quarter now. North Greenville trying to get a quality shot on Alexander Starr. And the Spartans credit their defense, making them work for it. Zimbardo tries to fight his way through. Pass in behind the net. And now from a weird angle, they score. Blake Thompson, and we'll take a look at the replay on that one. Thompson managed to get it in the short side past Alexander Starr. As you see the angle there, that he puts it up over the left shoulder of Starr, and with just 36.6 seconds left in the first quarter, the Crusaders take the 2-1 lead. And for Blake Thompson, his third goal of the season. And now the Spartans, Dickerson with the clean faceoff win. Quickly they get it down low. And 27 seconds left. UT is going to work for a final shot in this quarter, trying to even this game before the first quarter ends. And Moshe McGraw sends it to Hanlon. Hanlon on the move. 12 seconds. And taken away by the Crusaders. And a long pass connects. 3 seconds left. And shot coming. They score. Wow. What a play by North Greenville as the aggressive defense causes the turnover. And then you see the long outlet pass that connects way down the field. And then it's one-on-one from there. And Gunnar Wilson gets the goal. And there's 1 second left on the clock. And now the face-off, and the horn goes. So a late goal by North Greenville that gives them their first, or any team's, 2-goal lead of the game. It's North Greenville 3 and the Spartans 1. We'll be back with the second quarter here on TampaSpartans.tv. Back with you here as we get set to start the second quarter of play. And the North Greenville Crusaders have taken a 3-1 lead over the host Tampa Spartans. In the first quarter, both teams had 4 shots on goal. Spartans won all 5 faceoffs, and they caused 4 turnovers to just 2 caused by North Greenville. But, of course, the stat that counts the most, the big 3 sitting up on the scoreboard, as North Greenville scored 2 goals within 35 seconds of each other. The last of those coming with 1 second remaining in the first quarter as UT controls the opening possession of this second quarter. That's Brian Wright taking it into the corner. Wright works around his check, pass out in front, scores! Jack Wood, tic-tac-toe play there as Wood converts on the pass from Brian Wright. And so Jack Wood with his 9th goal of the season. And so 2 goals late in the final minute of the first quarter. And now the Spartans score early in the second quarter. Just 20 seconds in, UT cuts it to a 3-2 North Greenville lead. And now Ross Dickerson wins the faceoff, and they send it way back to their own goaltender, Alexander Starr. And now Starr directs traffic as the Spartans trying to gain midfield, and they do. Christian Borodiak with it. Borodiak, his pass connects with McEnany. Sent over to Harry Kilkowski on the far side. Kilkowski across the line. Kilkowski takes it down towards the corner, and he's going to go all the way in behind the North Greenville net. Starts his move now and shakes off a check. Couldn't get a shot away and opts for back up top with McEnany. Back to Kilkowski again. Being watched there by Nathan Fisher. Kilkowski over for Hanlon. Hanlon, nothing there. Opts for Brian Wright. Scores! Brian Wright from long distance. And 1 minute, 21 seconds into the second quarter. We are tied at 3. Brian Wright picking up his team leading 11th goal of the season. And the assist going to Shane Hanlon. So the Spartans rebound nicely after the Crusaders went from a 1-0 lead to 1-1 to 2 late goals to make it 3-1. And UT has scored on both of their shots thus far here in the second quarter. This is North Greenville with it. And they make changes. And that's Austin Zimbato. Zimbato sends a pass over. And now a shot coming. And that one went off the leg, it looked like, of Michael Lucchese. And now the Crusaders take it right back as the Spartans tried to start heading the other way. And with it now is Brendan Sullivan. Sullivan taking it down into the corner, and he'll be followed back there by Michael Lucchese. Up top, here's a pass over. That's Zimbato. And the pass is dropped and picked back up by Gunnar Wilson. And Wilson trying to get past his check, Owen Matukas, and can't. Matukas, and now help slides over from Matthew Beto, and Wilson has to take it all the way back outside the line. Now on the far side of the field. Still 30 seconds on the shot clock for North Greenville. And Cesari looked like he was going to shoot, takes over to the other side, takes a high shot that goes out of bounds. And possession remains with the Crusaders. 21 seconds on the shot clock. And there's a pass up top. Cesari flips it over. And they try to go back to him. Shot clock now at 5 seconds. And they'll just throw it away, knowing that a shot clock violation was coming. And so the Spartans will get the ball back with a little bit of momentum on their side, having scored 2 goals early in this second quarter. And now a pass connects at midfield. Matukas looks around, sends it over for Wood, and Matukas will head off the field as Jake Moshe McGraw replaces him. And then Michael Lucchese goes off, and out comes Luke McEnany. Moshe McGraw with it. And more changes as Hanlon steps on, and off goes Joe Carey. Up top now, Moshe McGraw sending it over for Shane Hanlon. Hanlon tries to get around his check, and aggressive defense being played there by Taylor Lanzillo. And now McEnany, as that one is handled, and Dixon sends it up ahead. And these teams have brought their running shoes tonight as the Crusaders on the move. Pass over for Sullivan. Brendan Sullivan waits, his team making changes. As out steps Derek Sheely. And still with it, Sullivan goes in behind the Tampa net. Sullivan passes to Cesari, who gives it up. And now trying the far side is Zimbato. And nothing there for Derek Sheely. And that one's going to go out of bounds on the far side of the field. Possession remains with North Greenville. Now it's sent in behind the UT net. And here on the near side, Gunnar Wilson. Wilson, as he's followed by Christian Barodiak. Wilson puts his shoulder down. Barodiak shuts that off, and it's sent back up top. On the run now, Cesari. And that one goes out of bounds. Possession remains with the Crusaders, but they only have 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And we saw the last possession where they never got a shot away and turned it over. And now more flags thrown, and I believe we're going to get a call against the Spartans again, as UT has already been penalized twice in this game. There's 2 flags on the field. And we'll take a break here on TampaSpartans.tv while they sort this all out. So the Spartans, Jake Moshe McGraw gets called 30 seconds for holding. As the Crusaders working with the extra man here, an opportunity in front, and that one sails wide and out of bounds over on the far side of the field on a shot by Derek Sheely. And now North Greenville, there's 5 seconds left in the extra man. As Gunnar Wilson takes a shot, and it sails out of bounds. Possession remains with the Crusaders, and the Spartans goaltender Starr yelling to his defenders as North Greenville puts it right back in. Sullivan up top to Wilson, and they're just banging shoulders, he and Owen Matukas. And now nothing there. And it's dropped. And the Spartans in transition. This is Barodiak. And there's a shot taken by Wood that goes out of bounds. Possession remains with UT as Brian Wright will put it in from the corner. To Kilkowski and back to Brian Wright. Wright being watched there. Starts his move. Wright has a little bit of room. And now shoots, and that was deflected. Jack Wood gets the rebound. And they may have had Dixon out of his net and didn't see it as Wood takes it in behind the North Greenville net. Wood will reset up top. And breaking in is Luke Curran, takes a shot high and out of play. Still UT ball as Owen Miller will put it back into play and does. Miller up top. This is Cole Whitman. Whitman steps around his defender. Pass and no shot taken as the Spartans push it down low. Wood in the far corner. Wood sends a pass back to Kilkowski. Brian Wright wanted it, gets it, and two defenders on him. Wright has to spin and try the other way. Still nothing there. Fires a shot that goes out of bounds, and the shot clock expires. And possession over to North Greenville. And now the Crusaders put it back into play. And we're down to 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And that's the goaltender. And the shot goes out of bounds as going coast to coast was Braden Dixon. And now UT will put it back in. And they cross midfield. Jack Wood over for Owen Miller. Moshe McGraw. Spartans making changes. And off goes Collingwood. McEnany just stepped on. McEnany, a pass down low. And Jack Wood waits. Pass in front. And it didn't connect. And a call there as possession over to North Greenville. And the Crusaders, as play resumes, down to exactly 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. And that's Corey Long. Long, a pass over for Brendan Sullivan. Sullivan. And a whistle as we're going to get a timeout called here by North Greenville with 5:46 to go in the second quarter. You're watching TampaSpartans.tv.
Nowadays, more and more people are on the go. We are all busy with work and family. Clean Eats has a solution. At every Clean Eats location, we have grab-and-go coolers that are packed full of freshly made breakfast, lunch, and dinner meals. Whether you are a soccer mom, business person, athlete, or just someone that does not have time to prepare your own meals, Clean Eats has you covered. Our grab-and-go cooler will always have a wide selection of meals to satisfy you. Each to-go meal is priced under $7 to make our food very affordable. Be sure to stop and try a to-go meal. Clean Eats. It's a lifestyle.
What do you get when you take your favorite food and stuff it inside a pocket of homemade dough? Cooked perfectly until golden brown. It's a mouth-watering empanada from Mr. Empanada. No one makes a better empanada. Take Ted Webb's word for it.
Almost as good as my mom used to make.
Check out our website for a location near you, MrEmpanada.com.
Back with you here at the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex. I'm Bruce Wozniak. Our score tied 3-3 as both teams coming out of the timeout that was called by North Greenville. Spartans holding the edge in shots on goal, 7-5. And check this out. UT has won all 8 faceoffs so far in this game. As we're getting a penalty here being called against North Greenville. And it's going to Gunnar Wilson, a 1-minute call for an illegal pocket. So not sure if that was a stick check called for, perhaps by Tampa coach Rory Whipple, or if that was official's inspection. But either way, it results in a Spartan man advantage. As you saw the shot there with the Crusaders controlling now. And the Spartans, do they get it back? Trying to cause the turnover as it's still loose. And no one able to pick it up. And finally, North Greenville does. Now it's loose once again. Chasing it down, Thomas Cesari. And they'll say that it was indeed out of bounds on the far side. And so possession back to UT. 8 seconds left in the penalty against Gunnar Wilson. And now it expires, and so the Crusaders back at full strength. This is Jake Moshe McGraw with it. Looks to his right, sends it over to McEnany. And now in the corner, they send it behind the net. Jack Wood now sends a pass to McEnany. And McEnany gets a little bit of a pick from Kilkowski, who now gets the pass. Kilkowski over to Moshe McGraw. Fakes it to Brian Wright. Tries the middle. Moshe McGraw's shot. Something slowed it down. And it goes out of play as Wood puts it back in. Jack Wood with a burst of speed. Wood looking for some room, and pressure being applied by Colin Courtney defensively. And now Wood spinning a drive and hits the goalpost. And the Spartans not only get the rebound, but of course a fresh shot clock in the process. They score! Luke McEnany, as you see the replay, as McEnany gets the goal. The Spartans get their first lead of the game. They had trailed 1-0. They tied it 1-1. Then they were behind 3-1. And so they have now scored 3 consecutive goals to take the lead with 3:46 left here in the second quarter. And for McEnany, that's his 3rd goal of the season. And now North Greenville. And another flag thrown, so we're going to have another penalty called against the Spartans. And this comes with 3:34 left here in the first half. So the penalties continue to pile up for a UT. The penalty to UT's Nick Parrott, 30 seconds for pushing. And so here go the Crusaders, working to try to tie this game up. Quick pass. And now in front, and couldn't get the quick stick turned in time. And possession over to UT. And comes with 10 seconds left on the penalty to Parrott. And they're slow in starting it out, waiting for that penalty to expire. And now it does, so the Spartans back at full strength. And with a nice burst of speed there, Christian Borodiak, and he'll send it over to Moshe McGraw. And off goes Borodiak, as well as Owen Matukas, as McEnany steps out. And so does Shane Handlin. Now McEnany on the far side. McEnany fakes the shot and does so again, and now opts for a pass over to Handlin. Shane Handlin on the move. And Moshe McGraw with a nice pick, and now Moshe McGraw with an opportunity, cuts in front, and nice save made there by Braden Dixon as the Crusaders will start out of their own end. And leading the charge, Matt Hayden. Hayden across midfield, a spin move, and another flag being thrown, two of them, one on the far side of the field and one here in front of the Spartans sideline. And this comes with 2:05 to go here in the second quarter. And so what has been a, dare I say, penalty-filled first half, or at least a penalty-filled first half for the Spartans. As Jack Wood gets called 1 minute for slashing. And so the door open here for North Greenville. They have been outscored 3-0 here in this second quarter after those two goals late near the end of the first quarter that gave them a 3-1 lead. And working here with the extra man. Sent up top, Wilson. Pass over, shot coming, hit the goalpost, and a big rebound goes all the way out to midfield. And the Crusaders will come away with it. Still 34 seconds on the penalty to Jack Wood of UT. Thomas Cesari. Cesari, a pass over. Motions with his head, and it's into the corner. And now Cesari gets it back. Sends a pass over and quickly relayed from Sheely, who gets the return pass. Derek Sheely wants to take the long shot from the restraining line, opts to pass, now gets it back. Pass over, and a shot coming is wide and out of play from Cesari as the penalty has expired. And so the Spartans back at full strength. The game clock, 1 minute left here in the first half. And the Crusaders, 30 seconds still on the shot clock. And a pass up top for Zimbato. Zimbato with a pass in behind the net. The Crusaders, they'll try this side. There's a shot that is stopped by Starr. And now Starr covers it up in his own goal crease. As UT, with 28 seconds left in the half, will try to get a final shot away here. As it's sent up to Brian Wright from Owen Batukas, and we're going to get a timeout called here by UT, so we will step aside as well here on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Back live here as the teams come out of the timeout, which was called by the Spartans. 20.7 seconds left here in the first half. And UT with the lead 4-3, hoping to increase it by one more before halftime. And they will put it into play as the team's resetting. And UT head coach Rory Whipple going with Brian Wright to put it in here. And has Moshe McGraw, Handlin, Kilkowski, Wood, and McEnany. Brian Wright up top. Wright tries to turn the corner, is slowed. 8 seconds left. Wright trying to get a shot away. Takes it in behind the net. Moshe McGraw calls for it, gets it, bounce shot, and that one goes out of play. And that's going to all but do it, as there's only 0.2 of a second left. And they put it back in, and the horn goes to end the first half of play. So the Spartans outscore North Greenville 3-0 in that second quarter to go into the halftime break with a lead of 4-3. We'll be back in 10 minutes with the second half here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student healthcare is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center, designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
All set to go here with the second half of play between the Spartans and the North Greenville Crusaders coming down from Tigerville, South Carolina. And our halftime score 4-3 in favor of UT, who outscored the visitors 3-0 in that second quarter. The Spartans have scored on 40% of their shots so far in this game, and North Greenville has scored on 50% of their shots. And if you're doing the math, that translates to 10-6 shots on goal in favor of Tampa. And amazingly, UT has won all 10 of the faceoffs so far in this game. And also of note, the penalties in that first half, 5 of them called against the Spartans and just 1 called against North Greenville. Spartans, another quick one, just 36 seconds into the third quarter. And that's been the trend, so to speak, as we saw late goals scored by North Greenville, 2 of them in the final minute of the first quarter. And then UT scored 20 seconds into the second quarter, and now here they are scoring 36 seconds into the third quarter and expanding their lead to 5-3 on a goal by Jake Mosher McGraw. And for Jake, that's his 6th goal of the season. Check that. That's his 2nd goal of the game. So on the season, that's lucky number 7. And the Spartans right back to work here on offense, as that is Moshe McGraw with it, as he waits and is joined out there now by Luke McEnany, who just stepped on. McEnany spins around his check, opts for a pass. Kilkowski scores! Harry Kilkowski upstairs and beating Braden Dixon. The Spartans, 1 minute, 13 seconds into the third quarter, now have a 3-goal lead. And UT has now scored 5 consecutive goals, which means that, yes, at one point it was 3-1 in favor of the Crusaders. And for Harry Kilkowski, he gets goal number 6 on the season, and the assist to Luke McEnany as the Spartans take it across midfield. And there's a pass to Moshe McGraw, wide open net, scores! And Jake Moshe McGraw, watch this. As you see him receive the pass and goes in and had the wide open net, and a valiant diving attempt there by Braden Dixon, but Moshe McGraw bounces it in. And the Spartans, a 7-3 lead now. And the assist goes to Sam Collingwood. As we have the faceoff now at midfield, Ross Dickerson winning it again. That time was opposed by Max Albin. And the Spartans play it back to their goaltender, and Starr sends it up ahead. Crossing midfield quickly, Barodiak across the Crusader line out in front and right. A kick save on him by Dixon as it's chased into the corner, goes out of play. And the official right on the spot to award possession to the Crusaders despite the pleadings of Harry Kilkowski as it's put into play and sent over to the far side of the field. And now North Greenville. Matt Hayden pushes a pass ahead. Now it's on the far side. And Parrott coming out for UT defensively with the pressure as the pass is sent over for Sullivan, who gives it to Derek Sheely. Sheely back for Sullivan again. Sullivan on the near side of the field. That's Cesari, and they send it in behind the net. On the near side, Brendan Sullivan. Gunnar Wilson will try it now. Wilson bumping there with Michael Lucchese. And we've got an injured player down for the Crusaders. And play carries on despite the injury. And the Spartans back the other way. And they score. And the Crusader player still down on the field all this time at the other end of the field, while the Spartans score at the other end. And you see the replay here as Kilkowski gets the goal. And Brian Wright with the assist. Kilkowski, his second goal of the game. And on the season, that puts him up to 7. And now being helped off the field is Gunnar Wilson. And the athletic staff for North Greenville slow in helping him off, as Gunnar Wilson was down on the field for quite some time. And he is now on the sideline, and Gunnar Wilson will be taken over to the training table. And in the meantime, UT has gone into a 5-goal lead as Ross Dickerson wins yet another face-off. And he'll go off the field as his teammates look to advance it. Watch out, as Cormac McCarthy was pressured there. Sends a pass over for Cole Whitman. Whitman, his pass connecting with Matthew Beto. Beto sends it over for Casey Platanic. And now here's Kilkowski as Platanic goes off, and Shane Hanlon with it now. Owen Miller also steps out. He receives the pass. Miller across the line. Miller with a move. Bounce shot, scores! Owen Miller bounces that one past Braden Dixon, and the Spartans are on fire. It's 9-3. UT with 5 goals in the first 4 minutes and 2 seconds of this third quarter. And the Crusaders are going to take a timeout. We'll step away. You're watching TampaSpartans.tv. So the 9th Tampa goal was scored by Owen Miller, his 8th goal of the season. And it comes 4 minutes and 2 seconds into this third quarter. And what a run that the Spartans are on. 8 straight goals after North Greenville took a 3-1 lead when there was 1 second left in the first quarter. And equally impressive, the night that Ross Dickerson is having with face-offs. He is perfect on face-offs so far in this game, as the Spartans have gotten help from Dickerson in that regard. 15 face-offs. He has won them all. And now this is Miller going back to work. Miller's pass over. Hanlon shot, scores! Shane Hanlon with a laser from the far side of the field. And Shane Hanlon joins the scoring parade. He did already have 1 assist so far tonight. And now picks up his 2nd goal of the season. And the Spartans, it sounds like a Tampa Bay Buccaneers football score, a 10-3 lead. And we are only 4 minutes, 37 seconds into the third quarter. And so UT on pace for their season average thus far. I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, coming in averaging 17 goals a game. And here they are with 10 and still 25 minutes of lacrosse left. And now on the far side of the field, that's Colin White. And Stefano Mastro sends a pass into the corner. Wood returns it to Mastro. And up top with Luke Curran. Curran over for Charlie Bolesh. And back to Curran. And now over to Mastro again. Stefano Mastro turns the corner. Can't get past Matt Hayden, sends a pass in behind the net. Pass out in front and was dropped by Colin White. And so North Greenville starts back. And look at the wheels on Jack Wood trying to cause a turnover. North Greenville able to advance it. And now the Crusaders working offensively in front of the Tampa sideline. And there's a pass up top for Derek Sheely. Sheely being watched there. He'll go one-on-one against Mastro. Shot coming and was deflected, goes out of play. Possession remains with the Crusaders. It's put in play on the far side of the field. North Greenville needs plenty of help here as they have fallen behind by 7. And now there's a shot coming that goes out of play. Still Crusaders ball, and they put it in behind the goal of Alexander Starr. And now it's in behind the UT net. Pass all the way up top, long shot coming, and that one goes out of play as well. And the Spartans felt that there should have been a change of possession, and it stays with North Greenville, and they get a fresh shot clock. And now a pass going down, and play continues. Parrott recovers for the Spartans and flips it to his goaltender. And Starr whips it ahead to midfield. Taking it there is Mastro. Now on the far side, that's Colin White. White turning, gets help, Kilkowski. Spartans make changes as off goes Joe Carey. And this is Brian Wright with it now. And we'll see more changes as Mastro goes off and McEnany steps on. Wright still with it. Wright skips across the line. Wright with a good burst of speed. Pass in the middle. Colin White is taken down. And play carries on as Moshe McGraw chases it down. Pass over for Kilkowski. Kilkowski with a nice move. Pass inside. Shot coming. Nice save made there by Dixon. And Wood rakes it to keep it into play. But North Greenville gets the handle. And the Crusaders, as you see Jack Wood directing traffic down there, trying to help the official, and the Crusaders put it into play. Pass up ahead, connecting with Corey Long. And Long waits, knows that his team is making changes as Austin Zimbato comes out there. And hit the side of the net. And meanwhile, down on the sideline for North Greenville, Gunnar Wilson trying to jog a little bit in behind the players on the sideline. They score! The Spartans with another one. As Jack Wood gets his second goal of the game. And so an 11-3 lead now for the Spartans. And I'm being told that Gunnar Wilson has just put his helmet back on. So we may see him returning to the game. And he's still on the sideline, but Gunnar Wilson looks like he's going to return to this game. And in the meantime, UT scores, wins a faceoff, and has possession once again. Barodiak sends it ahead to Parrott. Spins, looks for help. And now spins again. And flips a pass over to Jack Wood. Jack Wood, 2 goals in this game. And up to 10 now on the season. As this is Shane Hanlon with it. His pass over for Miller. Owen Miller pass in front was deflected, and it'll be turned over as North Greenville will get the ball with 5:39 left here in the third quarter. The Spartans have outscored North Greenville 7-0 in this quarter, and they've scored 7 times on 8 shots on goal. The Crusaders making some changes, and this is Zimbato with it. Zimbato being marked closely there by Owen Matukas. And now trying from the corner. Pass up top, misses, and this will go out to midfield. And Brian Wright was there for UT, and possession to the Spartans as Wright on the move. Wright stops, sends a pass to Matukas, returns over to Brian Wright, and Matukas will go off and out steps Luke Curran. And likewise, Barodiak went off, and Stefano Mastro back out for UT now. With it is Charlie Bolesh. Bolesh on the run, and watches the defender go by him, sends a pass up top. Wright calls for it on the far side, gets it. Wright ducks under his check, pass inside, and Colin White couldn't get the shot off. Luke Curran wants it on the point here on the near side. They don't get it to him, behind the net to Jack Wood instead. Wood looking in front, lobs a pass up top. And now here's Curran. Curran, a long drive, and it goes out of play. Possession stays with the Spartans. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. And Jack Wood puts it back in. This is Stefano Mastro. Relays up top. Curran once again. Curran to Mastro, juggled it, and now picks it back up. And Curran's going to try it one more time. Curran takes a shot that goes wide and out of play. Possession remains with UT. Shot clock down to just 11 now. They'll have to work quickly as Brian Wright puts it back in. And let's see where he goes. In front, shot coming, scores! Jack Wood didn't need much time at all and picks up his third goal of the game. The Spartans with a 9-goal lead now, 12-3. As we're down to 3:42 left here in the third quarter. And a third quarter that has been all Spartans. And as much as they blanked North Greenville in the second quarter, this one has just been completely lopsided as UT has scored 8 times on 9 shots. And meanwhile, Ross Dickerson continues to dominate the face-off circle. And here's UT going back to work offensively once again. That's Jack Wood on the far side of the field. Up top for Wright. And Brian Wright now with 3 assists in this game to go with 1 goal. And so with his 4 points, he is the leading point getter for UT so far tonight, although Jake Moshe McGraw and Jack Wood each have 3 goals, and now another one as they're continuing to fill the net are the Spartans. As Luke McEnany gets Tampa's 13th goal of the night for a 10-goal lead. And McEnany with a 3-point night himself now, 2 goals and 1 assist. And it comes with 3:05 left here in the third quarter. Dickerson out there to work once again. And Dickerson opposed that time by Max Albin. And a shot, they score. So the Crusaders finally get back on the board. That's their first goal since we had 1 second left in the first quarter. Comes with 2:56 remaining here in the third and makes the score 13-4. And Max Albin gets the goal unassisted. And for Albin, that's his first goal of the season. And he is back to work in the faceoff circle. And this time, the Spartans give Ross Dickerson a break. That was Devin Hess taking the faceoff. And Hess picks up where Dickerson left off, as the Spartans have won all 20 faceoffs tonight. And a pass now to Cole Whitman. Whitman gives it to Hanlon. Spartans make changes again as Lucchese went off and Miller comes on. And now here's Hanlon in front. And what a save made there by Braden Dixon, stopping Jack Wood on the doorstep. And the Crusaders, who have finally gotten back on the scoreboard, they crossed the Tampa line and sent it over into the far corner. And Parrott applying heavy defense for UT. As there's a pass over now for Sullivan. Brendan Sullivan, his pass connects Derek Sheely. And Sheely, as Joe Carey whacks at him trying to jar the ball loose. And now Zimbato on the move. Pass over and shot coming. They score. So the Crusaders get a goal with 1:23 left in the third. As you see the replay, and the shot that beats Alexander Starr on the stick side. Unassisted as Cesari gets his second goal of the game. And Cesari now with 11 on the season. Our score 13-5. 1:23 to go here in the third, and this is going to be Devin Hess again for the Spartans, and wins that one, and was opposed by Brady Hope. That's Colin White on the far side. White. Kilkowski, Curran, and now this is Charlie Bolesh with it. Over for Mastro. Mastro across the line. Mastro a pass behind the net, and Jack Wood working back there. Wood looking for an open teammate, opts to hold on to it, and now gives it to Mastro. Stefano Mastro, as the game clock down to 35 seconds in this third quarter. There's only about a 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. So UT is going to hold it to get the last shot of this third quarter. As Luke Curran calling for it up top, gets it, long shot coming, and a save made there by Dixon. And just 13 seconds left. Shot, scores! Stefano Mastro, as you saw Curran calling for it, they give it to Mastro, and he fires from long distance on the pass from Colin White. And with 11.2 seconds left in the third, UT's lead now at 14-5, as they have scored 10 goals in this third quarter. Devin Hess out there again to take this face-off for UT, and manages to come away with it. That was Max Elbin for the Crusaders. 2 seconds, and Wood, a long shot. Dixon makes the save, and the horn goes to end the third quarter. So the Spartans with a big 10-goal third quarter, and we go into the break with UT in the lead, 14-5. Back live here at the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex on the grounds of the University of Tampa campus. And the Tampa Spartans with a big 14-5 lead over the North Greenville Crusaders. And the Spartans just dominating up and down the score sheet. Even the ground balls, UT has picked up 33 to just 14 for the Crusaders. And as many goals as we saw that quarter is as few penalties as we finally saw, after there had been a number of penalties called in the first half. So what at one point was a 3-1 North Greenville lead, that at the end of the first quarter, is now a 9-goal lead for the Spartans as they have the first possession here in the fourth quarter. Kilkowski with it for Jack Wood. Jack Wood, who has 3 goals right in front of his own sideline, sends a pass up top for Charlie Bolesh. Bolesh has some room. Bolesh cuts in, sends a pass behind the net, and Dixon tried to cut that one off and couldn't. And now Dixon out of his net and chasing, and Wood has to send a pass back for Colin White. Now back to Wood again. Up top, Bolesh over for Kilkowski. Curran on the far side of the field. And now this is Charlie Bolesh again. Over the Crusader line. His pass now. Mastro bumping, and Mastro is taken down. And it's turned over. North Greenville. They play it back to their goaltender, Dixon, and sends it over for Jacob Abel. Abel, his pass, and a nice play there, causing the turnover, Sam Collingwood. And here comes UT in transition, Colin White. Pass in front, Wood scores! Jack Wood, and credit Sam Collingwood for causing that turnover that started the play. And the Spartans in transition, as you see Collingwood there knocking the stick out of the hand of the Crusaders player. And then the passing that results in Jack Wood's 4th goal of the game. And of course, the assist to Colin White. And White has 2 assists on the night as the Spartans now in a 10-goal lead, which matches their biggest lead of the game thus far. And Devin Hess wins another face-off. And Hess sent a pass over to Cormac McCarthy, who we have a goaltending change now, as UT has given Alexander Starr the rest of the night off, and it's freshman Blake Ulmer from down in Naples who gets an opportunity here with his team leading by 10. And here come the Spartans working again. Turned over, and North Greenville starts out of their own end. And approaching midfield and over. And now a pass up ahead as the Crusaders stepping on is Sullivan, and he gets the pass. And I don't know if we ever saw Gunnar Wilson return to the field. I'm looking for 44 on the field or on the sideline, as he had appeared as though he was going to go back in the game, as there's a loose ball and picked up by the Crusaders, and a pass back, and now it's up top with Cesari. Pass over on the far side of the field. And that is Gunnar Wilson with the ball. Wilson. Pass up top, Cesari. They swing it around the perimeter. Nine on the shot clock. Crusaders, will they get a shot off here? 5 seconds. And the clock is going to run out. So when it rains, it pours. That's at least the 3rd shot clock violation on North Greenville tonight, as they trail 15-5 with 11:14 to go here in the 4th quarter. Now a pass up ahead as the Spartans look to gain midfield and do. That's Casey Platanik. Pass up ahead, and it's on the ground. Joe Carey picks it up for Kilkowski. Kilkowski for Owen Miller. And Owen Miller, one of many players that's contributed tonight. He has 1 goal and 1 assist. And that's Miller with it. Passes it back to Curran. Over now for Mastro. Stefano Mastro with some room to work, leaves a pass back for Kilkowski. And Curran wanted to shoot. And it's turned over. And so North Greenville on the run now. The Crusaders sprint across the Spartan line. That's Matt Hayden. And gives a pass as Corey Long pushes it up. And now Long gets the pass back. This is Brendan Sullivan. Sullivan with 2 defenders on him. And a pass into the corner. And that's Gunnar Wilson. Wilson puts his shoulder down, being bumped there by Platanic. And going down, flags fly. And a 3rd flag. And so we'll sort this all out with 9:37. And then now a 4th flag is thrown. And so with 9:37 to go in what we might as well call the game, we're going to have a discussion here by the officials as there's yellow flags all over the place. And the official now heading over to the scores table. And so the Spartans with the goaltending change, Blake Ulmer. He's sure to see some action now as the calls are being sorted out, and we're going to get a timeout on the field, so we will step away and take a break here on TampaSpartans.tv. And so Blake Ulmer, the Tampa goaltender, who had only played 51 seconds so far this season, is going to get some work here because penalties have been called against the Spartans. There was a 1-minute slashing call against Casey Platanic, and then Nick Parrott called 30 seconds for a push and 30 seconds for conduct. So North Greenville with an opportunity now. And as I mentioned, working against the freshman goaltender Blake Ulmer. And the Crusaders working it quickly now. On the far side and back up top. Pass over for Cesari down low. And now Cesari gets it back, takes the shot. It goes high and out of play. And a new shot clock as possession remains with North Greenville. And now they put it back in. That's Sullivan for Cesari. Back to Sullivan. And right in front, and not able to get the shot away. And now a long shot coming, and a save made there by Ulmer. And the ball is loose and rolls out to midfield. And let's see who will come out with it. And possession to the Spartans, although the official wants to talk about it, as this comes with 11 seconds remaining in the Spartan penalties. And it looks like possession is going to remain with North Greenville after all. And they will put it in on the far side of the field. Corey Long will do the honors. And play resumes. Crusaders moving it around, and the ball into the near corner as the penalties have expired. So the Spartans successful in killing those off. As there's a shot, they score. Thomas Cesari gets his third goal of the game, and with 8:24 remaining, the UT lead now 15-6. An unassisted goal. And for Cesari, now up to 12 on the season. And we'll see Devin Hess continuing to take the faceoffs for the Spartans here, as he'll go head-to-head against Colin Courtney. Spartans, after this game, will head up to Baltimore to play Adelphi next Wednesday, and then they'll return home for 4 straight as Hess wins the faceoff. And Devin Hess keeping it, pushes it all the way behind the net. And now Hess will go off the field as it's taken back there by Wyatt Fruland. Brian Wright stepping out on the field as Hess went off. And now Jake Moshe McGraw coming on as Sam Collingwood leaves the field. With it now is McEnany. McEnany tries to get past his check, turns the corner, and sends a pass in behind the net. And Fruland gives up a pass to Wright. Wright over from McEnany. McEnany with some nifty footwork and trying to get past the defense of Matt Hayden. And now a pass for Moshe McGraw. Wants to shoot, does, scores! Jake Moshe McGraw with his 4th goal of the game. And he and Jack Wood have combined for half of the Spartans' goals. And that one is unassisted. As Jake Moshe McGraw on the season now up to 9 goals. And the clock now down to 7:25 to go in the game as the face-off here. And Devin Hess wins that one from Max Albin. And the Spartans start out from their own end. That's the goaltender, Blake Ulmer. And up ahead now, this is Casey Platanik. Platanik across midfield. Looking, sends a pass over. That's Neil Kalkin. And now Fruland in behind the net. Wyatt Fruland, a freshman from Perrysburg, Ohio. And now on the run, there's a pass in behind the net to Fruland again. Fruland looking for a white jersey in front, an errant pass, and that'll be chased down and picked up by Owen Miller. Miller over for Shane Hanlon. Hanlon across the line. Pass back Kilkowski, and a save made there by Dixon. And Braden Dixon, his pass over as Will Udy goes back to his goaltender again. And now Dixon on the run. Dixon, 2 Tampa players on him. And do they cause a turnover? It's loose. And hold on. And we have a push called against the Spartans. So the Crusaders maintain possession. On the far side of the field. And now 1-on-1. And pass over for Klein Woods. And Woods gets the ball back. Woods being watched there by Matthew Beto. Woods turns the corner and Beto jars it loose. And the Spartans able to scoop it up as there was Jordan Bobo. Now a long pass up ahead misses. It was intended for Owen Miller. And here come the Crusaders across midfield. Derek Sheely. Sheely being watched there by Michael Lucchese. Woods sends a pass over. Sheely looking for a lane, nothing there. And the return for Woods. Klein Woods. And closing off that lane was Casey Platanic as it's in behind the UT net. Now on the far side. North Greenville resets up top with Austin Zimbato. Zimbato, nothing there. Still 30 seconds on the shot clock. And sends a pass in behind the UT net. They look out in front. It's on the ground, picked back up quickly by Cesari. Cesari on the run, has some room, and Ulmer may have gotten a piece of that when it goes out of play. Possession remains with the Crusaders, and they look at the shot clock and see 15 remaining, as here's Zimbato. Bounce shot, and may have hit the goalpost. And the shot clock resets. It goes out of play. Possession remains with North Greenville. And we're going to get a timeout called here with 3:56 remaining, and we'll step aside on TampaSpartans.tv. And back live with you here, coming out of the timeout, as the Spartans sitting on a 10-goal lead, 16-6 with 3:56 remaining in the game, and possession with North Greenville as they will put it in on the far side of the field. And now breaking across the UT line, and the shot didn't get through as UT coming up with it. And that's Max Druitt on the run. Passover is knocked down, and can the Crusaders come away with it? They do. Tiptoeing on the far side of the field and keeping it in. And North Greenville in possession now just on their defensive side of midfield, as directing traffic is Zimbato. And the Crusaders working here as they send a pass into the corner. On the move now, and the Spartans defense shuts that down. And being chased way out near midfield, Brendan Sullivan. As defensively, that's Matthew Beto for UT. And so instead, Thomas Cesari will try. Cesari, sliding over to help out is Sam Collingwood. Collingwood taking Cesari outside shot, and a nice save made there by Ulmer. And so the Spartans will go back the other way. This is Collingwood across midfield. Sam Collingwood looking over his options and sends it over for Matukas. Nice passing by the Spartans, and the ball is loose, goes out of play on the far side of the field, and that'll be turned over as North Greenville will put it in with 2 minutes left here in the game. And the Spartans are well on their way to their 4th victory of the season. As there's a pass up ahead. Klein Woods for North Greenville. Spin move and a pass misses. And it goes out of play. And possession to UT as it's sent up ahead and now across midfield. And that's Wyatt Fruland. Fruland on the far side. And stepping on now, Cabry Hildman. He receives the pass. Hildman over for Christopher Ciesla. And Ciesla passing behind the net to Fruland, who's looking out in front. Nobody there. He'll send it back up top. Richie Hawley in the game now. Hawley over for Hildman. And 1 minute left in the game. Hildman turns the corner. In behind the net. 35 on the shot clock. Spartans in no hurry. Leading by 10. And there's a shot. And a save made by Dixon. And so North Greenville with just 40 seconds left. Nice pass and looking for a shot. That one's going to sail out of play. And possession still with North Greenville. And this is Cesari. Down to 20 seconds remaining. There's a shot and it goes out of play. Possession still with the Crusaders. As they essentially can turn the shot clock off at this point. And looking for something now long. And that one goes out of play with 7.9 seconds left. And will the Crusaders get off one more shot? This is Klein Woods. Woods, the defense not giving him anything. Nice play there by Richie Hawley. And the horn goes. The Spartans dominant. A 16-6 victory as they outscore North Greenville 12-3 in the second half. And as impressive as it is to see them win by 10 and get 8 goals by Wood and Moshe McGraw, equally impressive. The Spartans won all 26 faceoffs in tonight's game as they improved to 4-0 on the season. And meanwhile, North Greenville, they fall to 1-4. I mentioned earlier they had won their last game after having started off 0-3, and so they fall back into the losing column, and they will be right back in action the day after tomorrow, a Sunday afternoon game up in Daytona Beach at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. And the Spartans, on the other hand, will go to Baltimore, where on Wednesday afternoon they will take on Adelphi before returning back here for 4 straight games beginning 1 week from tomorrow. That's Saturday, March 7th, a 12 noon face-off against St. Rose. So tonight the Spartans score in all 4 quarters. They were outscored 3-1 in the first, and then won the second quarter 3-0, won the third 10-2, and won the fourth quarter 2-1. And the Spartans with the edge in just about every category. They caused 13 turnovers. North Greenville caused 8. Final ground balls were 40-16 in favor of the Spartans. The numbers that count the most, of course, on the scoreboard, the Spartans win it by a score of 16-6. I'm Bruce Wozniak, thanking you for watching. My thanks to Andre Pyatt, and wishing you a good night.